investments lopsided in the urban areas. Now, if I am the Niti Aayog CEO, my allocation of resources will go away from this. How much? I think we have 54 or 55 above 1 million cities. Move to the villages, give employment there. Government is moving almost. If you see, many people are making fun of Atmanirbhar Bharat, especially the Modi baiters. But if you really look at elements of Atmanirbhar Bharat, there are two elements that one is self-sufficiency and self-reliance. But I think the Modi and team has coined this Atmanirbhar in such a way that whether we are talking about self-sufficiency or self-reliance, there is a difference between the two. Self-sufficiency, we will ban all imports, and see that we only have local industry to flourish. But self-reliance is something where you be the supply chain for the world, especially when China is a question mark. China will not move away. Don't mistake. I had a factory in China. Don't think that Chinese goods will be boycotted. Even if it's boycotted, they know how to do business. So they are equally smart. So answering your question, Swamiji, will be in terms of investment reprioritization into the rural and semi-urban areas to see that this kind of what we have seen, COVID-19, as Matthew rightly told, has woken us up. How many of us knew that this migrant labor is living in this kind of a situation in our country? How many of we knew that they are not very well off, but poor guys, 15 days without job, gone. So what we are saying is that definitely the investments have to come to now. For example, Atmanirbhar Bharat. If you look at agriculture, a lot of investments are going to rural infrastructure, food processing industry, agriculture. Like they have removed the Essential Commodities Act where caps have gone. They have removed the mandis. The agricultural produce markets as. So government is doing something. So answering your question, I don't want to be the CEO of Niti Aayog. I won't get that position. It's too senior. But if I were given the position, definitely reordering the priorities for invest the country. Health, education, agriculture. We can do it. We can do it. We are capable as Indians. There are a lot of opportunities will come. Let it die down. Let a vaccine be found. Let there be a good drug discovered for treating COVID. Things will come back.
You have to be strong but humble. That's a philosophy. And strength means we have to safeguard our borders come what may. And similarly, in this case also what we are looking for is status quo ante. That we don't want to lose an inch. We don't want to take anything of yours. And that our armed forces is capable of doing it and will certainly be doing it in due course of time with good guidance from the government. But at the same time, we should understand that today military strength alone can't stand. You need to have economic and technological strength. Retaining economical parity is so very critical. So in my view, this border problem is a blessing in disguise. I've quoted in multiple places. We never realized that over a period of time, we trusted. We are repeating that 1962, the same. We trust people, we trust our neighbors, but they betrayed us. Our industry is at stake. They have got predatory pricing. They killed many of our industries. This is a blessing in disguise. Our border will be restored by the armed forces in due course of time, don't worry. But it's an eye-opener for every Indian. We have a strong adversary on one side. We cannot further the trade with them. We have many alternatives with Southeast Asian countries, Japan, South Korea, and all other countries. If we want technology, they're not providing any additional technology. So let us restore trade parity. Let us not have a trade surplus of $60 billion. This is hugely, unfavorable for India. Okay. Having said that, the next revolution I already said, that is knowledge revolution. The manufacturing part is over, because the knowledge industry is more or less controlled by us. All that is required. The government has got a major role to play. See, I look at the government is not automated. Why are they not automated? Can you submit a paper to the government today? It's highly incorrect. A paper can be lost. We should move out of this file system. Let us get into a digitized government. Let us bring in the latest of technology. Unless you bring in 5G, how will our people work on 5G? Unless you bring in, so let us embrace state-of-the-art technologies so that our people, our students, in universities, industries are able to work on state-of-the-art technologies. We have to create a business-friendly environment so that our entrepreneurs can thrive. They can create jobs for the people. Our industry can thrive. We are making the solution for the rest of the world, but we are not using it in India. That's the sad part. The solutions are all made in India by Indian company for the rest of the world, but we are not using in India. So that's what I'm saying. So my bottom line is that armed forces, we're very strong. We will take care of the situation. There is no doubt about that. We will restore status quo ante without any doubt. But the main challenge, that's a minuscule part. The main challenge is our trade parity with China, and we have to build up the economy, and that is, we have to build up the economy and technological competence, and for that the government and the industry and the institutions have to take the lead.